Hey everyone, it's me Doomlink, and welcome back to the Demon's Souls livestream playthrough. It is the 59th part, and it is the 17th of November 2020 as I'm recording this. I will get my chat up, and we will begin. I forgot to fix the thumbnail for the livestream. I knew there was one fucking thing that I'd forgotten to fix. It's so fucking annoying. It's really frustrating when something like this goes wrong. It's such a simple thing, but I want the thumbnail to not be of Twilight Princess HD when I'm recording Demon's Souls, you know, simple thing. But, would love it if that could. I wonder if that can be changed while live. Let me see if I can do that. I don't even know what happened to my playback of... This is unbelievable. Okay, come on. Actually, I need to keep that video open. I'm confusing myself on my laptop while you guys don't know what the fuck is going on. Do excuse me. Alright, let's reopen this. I don't know why I closed it. I had the stream open on my laptop and then I closed it for some reason, which is a little bit difficult if I'm trying to keep track of the fucking chat. Okay. Now. That is probably not the pop-out chat that I want. I think that's yesterday's chat. Hey Jenny, good to see you. Alrighty. So with that, we should be good to go. Okay, so again, just ignore the thumbnail of the video. That's just one thing that I suppose I forgot to do today, which was set the thumbnail for the video. Again, there is no option to not have a thumbnail, which I would love. You know, I'd love it to just be a screenshot of what's going on in the game as I'm playing it, but no, that's a little bit beyond YouTube's capabilities as a video gaming platform, or video uploading platform, I suppose. Video gaming. It's not a video gaming platform, it's a video uploading platform that people use to upload their video games, I suppose. Or video game content. Anyway, let's stop confusing the matter. Hello everyone. We are going to be upgrading the Spike Shield to +10 because just before I started recording I went back into World 1.4 and tried to kill that final crystal lizard that I had access to. I struggled a little bit to do that, but I did manage to kill it, and thank God that one dead crystal lizard, or rather that one death that I managed to achieve against the crystal lizard. I don't know, weird way to speak English, but I'm sure you're used to that by now. Yes, we did manage to get 3 chunks of sharpstone, which is exactly what we needed in the way of chunks of sharpstone. We have the pure sharpstone that we need, we now have the chunks that we need, and I went and purchased another 3 shards of sharpstone from the Filthy Man in World 1.1, and, yeah. That's been taken care of. We now have the ability to upgrade our shield to the max. Thank God for that. So, off we go to +10. And while this is not going to be incredibly damaging, we're doing 224 damage. It's got a trophy of sharpness, which is very nice. Apparently on this particular profile, that is the first time I have fully upgraded a sharpstone-based weapon, which is interesting. But, yeah, which I suppose in turn means this is the first time in this livestream series that I've done that. That's generally how it works. I have a specific profile for this livestream series, so yeah, that's pretty cool. That way I can keep track of anything that's particularly new. You know what, I don't like the order of this, so I'm going to fix this right now. What I will be doing in this video, just to start off with, instead of continuing through anything in the game, I'm going to first return to World 3.2, to pick up the Ring of Avarice, and I suppose all those other things that are in that particular area down in the, you know, where that giant fleshy thing fell down? Yeah. So we are going to, not that you saw that, I did skip that cutscene as I usually do, but we're going to head into that area so that we can get the Ring of Avarice, and then, using the Ring of Avarice, we will do some soul farming in 4.2. Now, whether or not it's worth waiting until we get to 4.4, in order to do that, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little bit of soul farming in 4.2 and then wait until 4.4. That is to say, the boss room with the Storm King. Yeah, that's right. 20 Estus Flasks in Dark Souls 1, because you can get the Rite of Kindling. With the Rite of Kindling, you can get to... wait. Is it 20? Yeah, it is 20, because you can kindle the flame twice beyond 10, I believe. So I think how it works is you can't go beyond 10 until you get the Rite of Kindling in the Catacombs. Something like that. It's not often that I kindle a bonfire to +20. in Dark Souls, because I just generally don't feel the need to. But if I do have... I believe it's through humanity that you kindle, isn't it? You consume humanity in your counter to kindle. God, it's been so long since I've played Dark Souls, and I do think I'll be starting that soon. I will be reviving the Dark Souls livestream playthrough, or more specifically rebooting it. And it'll be really nice to just play that game again. It will be 30 FPS on the original PC version, I hope you can forgive me for that, but that's the only way I can stream that game and have it look good, so... It's either that or recording, say, the Xbox 360 or PS3 versions at 30 FPS. And quite frankly, I would prefer to have, I suppose, the time that I spend in the game be on PC, to have that recorded as time played in the PC version of the game on Steam. So that's how we're going to do it. I may if I'm actually going to be stuck on 1080p 60 FPS, or sorry, 30 FPS, 1080p 30 FPS, if I'm going to be stuck on that, I may as well switch between PS3 and Xbox 360 just to, I don't know, liven it up a little bit. I'm not sure. It's not really going to look very different for you guys visually, except for the fact that my personal PC setup regarding, or at least as far as my webcam positioning is concerned, I mean, that will look different, but in terms of the game itself, I don't think it will look much different. It will look slightly better on PC at 1080p, but still, it's not going to be a huge difference. I will be using DSFix in the original version, and the reason why is because, I don't know, I'm still enjoying playing the original version at the moment, and I will, later on, play the remastered version. Probably in the same series as well. I'm not going to create a separate series for that. The difference between the original Dark Souls and Dark Souls Remastered is not so great that it would require a different livestream series, whereas I'd say the remake of Demon Souls may require a new series. That is to say, I probably wouldn't play the remake of Demon Souls in this exact series that I'm recording right now. So, you killed Patches in the Catacombs, I see. Alright, so... I can't even remember what... I mean, keeping Patches alive isn't that helpful, I don't think. He is yeah, he is a vendor, but I can't remember what he sells in that game. He sells a bit of humanity, maybe I think he sells the Crescent Axe. Things like that. I really don't have a clear memory of what he sells in that game. He sits next to Frampt, I believe. Or at least nearby Frampt. It is more or less closely adjacent. But, yeah, I very rarely use him as a vendor in Dark Souls. Never really think to do it. I will actually pour myself a beverage now. I've got almost 20,000 souls, by the way, which is not too bad, given my current soul requirement, I don't think, so... yeah. So once we have done some soul farming, I would guess that we will... will we take on 4-2 in its entirety and then basically finish the 4th Archstone, or should we instead... Wait, that's right, we didn't continue World 2. We'll have to do World 2. Oh. We'll have to do World 2 because I believe... yeah, we haven't actually killed the Flame Lurker. I think we're prepared for the Flame Lurker now. We weren't before, but by now we must be prepared. Just getting my stream back up here, because I like to make sure everything is okay. Is everything okay? Everything looks great, because I've been doing very well with controlling my light. It's great when it's actually summer and super bright outside, consistently bright, because all I need is consistency, and then I can control the lighting by, you know, covering the direct light on my face, and then... So what I do is I leave light on either side of me to light up the green screen behind me, and that way you don't have direct light shining on me, making me too illuminated, but the green screen's also sufficiently illuminated, and just the general illumination of the room itself is making me look fairly good. So this is the best case scenario lighting-wise for me. And summer is the best time to do that. It's always a bit overcast when it's not summer, and it requires me to rely a little bit more on room lighting, and That never looks quite as good, but either way, I'm happy with how things are looking these days. That's great. Pyromancer Rapier build. I made a build like that, actually. I had a build that was very interesting. It was Pyromancy and dual rapiers, so I was actually using... I think it was 2 Rakan's rapiers, so I had one in my left hand. I can't remember if it was a... was it a New Game Plus playthrough? Because I can't remember if you can get 2 Rakan's rapiers in New Game. I suppose if you can't get 2 Rakan's rapiers in New Game, it must have been a New Game Plus build, but I had 2 Rakan's rapiers. One was fire, one was chaos, I think. No, one was chaos, one was lightning. And I think I had my lightning one in my left hand, and I would use that to parry. The reason why is not because it's functionally better to parry with a rapier. It has the same parry window as a medium shield, from memory. But it has a very good visual look to it. If you can parry someone, like, all you do with that rapier is you sort of swing it like that. It looks very similar to the same parrying that you have in Demon Souls here. I've only really demonstrated it with the large sword of searching, where he sort of swings it. He swings it back like that. It's like his wrist is fucking broken. But it's a similar sort of animation in Dark Souls with a rapier when you're parrying with that. So really, I was just doing it for visual effect, if anything. So, you know, the attacking parry, or rather the attacking rapier, and then the parrying rapier. And I was parrying people with that, and I also had some pretty heavy pyromancy as well. So that was a really interesting build that I very much enjoyed. And that was a PvP build, by the way. And bows are very good. In most of the games, I'd say the bows are very good, so I do have an intention to do a bow-only build in Dark Souls as well. I haven't done a bow-only build since maybe 2011, 2012, probably 2011 actually. So, I would love to do that again. In fact, I may even do that instead of the build that I was planning on doing, which is, you know, a parrying dagger Darkwood Grain Ring build. We'll have to see how I feel. But I'm feeling a pure bow build would be really fun to do. And I would have to choose whether or not to have a dexterity-based pure bow build or try to use the great bow. Because of course the great bow was first introduced in Dark Souls and I was really excited by it. I remember picking it up for the first time in Anor Londo and going, what the fuck is this? I couldn't use it with my stats at that time, but I looked into it and it was really cool. I mean, I could just guess that based on the fucking size of the thing and based on the impact of the great arrows that the Silver Knights were shooting on me, it would be a really interesting weapon type to use, so... I suppose a great bow build would be something of a quality build, wouldn't it? You need dexterity and strength. I think the strength requirement for the great bow is something like 30. Maybe it ends up being 25 or something when you can two-hand it, but it's a bit over 30, I think, the strength requirement. Something like that. Anyway, now that we have picked up the... Oh, I could have actually demonstrated what I was talking about with this rapier here. So if I put this in the left hand, you should be able to see the parry animation that I'm talking about. That's fine. So let's have a look. No. That has a very interesting animation. Look at that. Maybe that is a parry. I wonder if that's a parry. I've never seen this before. So that's definitely not the R2 of the right hand. The right hand R2 is, I think... Yeah, see, look at that. Isn't that interesting? I have never seen this animation before, because I've never put the Epi Rapier in the left hand and tried to parry with it. That might be a parry animation. I know it doesn't look that way with the regular rapier in this game. Look at that. Look at that. I've never seen that. You know, you can play a game since it came out and still not know these things. That must be a parry animation, which is really impressive. You know what, let's test this out. Who can I find to test this parry out with? What's an enemy that would be good to parry early on? I suppose we could go to just World 1-1. I want to see if this is a parry animation. I'm really interested. because it looks really cool. And if you can spam parry like that, because the animation's very short and you can pretty much chain that swing. So, I mean, based on the fact that he's thrusting the thing in the fucking air, I can guess that it's not intended to hit the enemy, but rather parry them. That didn't seem to work. Huh. Yeah, check that out. Oh, that's very interesting. I had my parry cancelled there. That's so cool. Look at this. Yeah. That's really awesome. Oh. That's so... I mean, that has to be... I have to do a build like this. I mean, look at that. Look at how that looks. It's so smooth. Yeah. Can't get the timing on the thrust. I don't like to have the parry interrupted, like the animation. There we go. I love that. That's so cool. Well, there you go. The parry animation looks a little different with that. Yeah, maybe rapier parry build will come next, although I was thinking of doing a quality build next, because I still haven't done one of those. So I did a dexterity build before this one, because I was shocked that I hadn't even done a dexterity build before in this livestream series, but before the dexterity build, or rather before I realized that I hadn't yet done a dexterity build, I was planning on doing a quality build. And then I thought, oh, let's do a spike shield build, seeing as though we already did a rather conventional build last time. It asked the dexterity build. So now that we've done this weird spike shield build, I suppose we should move on to the other conventional build that I was wanting to do, which was quality, which I suppose will incorporate the meat cleaver, which is a retarded weapon, but it's fun to be overpowered, I guess. Maybe I could use the... I mean, what can I use? I guess I'd use the Fluted Knight set. What was the last build that used the Fluted Knight set that I did? I can't really remember. But anyway, let's go... Well, we could... No, let's not use these souls yet. I do currently have... Oh, that's a good point. So maybe I'll take off this helmet. Let's see how much I need to take off to fast roll with this thing. One thing that I will be leveling up very soon is my endurance, because I don't want to be reliant on my Ring of Great Strength. It's not a terrible thing if I am reliant on it, but it would be nice to not need to be reliant on it. Because we're only using a single weapon here. Wait, what is its weight? 3. It's not too bad. And that would make 6 weight if we use the other one. You know, if we put another one on our back, so an additional 3 weight wouldn't be too bad if in the future we got another shield. I'm not sure what you mean by cut enemies. Anyway. So, we will be continuing to use our spike shield here as we grind souls. I don't believe we've continued past this point yet, so... Oh no, no we haven't. Okay. We haven't rescued Grave Robber Blige because we do have patches. There's no need to rescue Blige if we do have patches. Blige himself does not sell anything that Patches doesn't, and if he does, it's nothing of real worth from memory, so I don't personally feel the need to rescue. That's a double kill, or double hit to kill. Double kill? I don't know. Teach me English, Doomling. I'm asking myself to teach myself English. I don't really know how that works, but anyway. There is a possibility that they will port the game to PC because, as has been explained by certain people, Sony has been releasing Sony exclusives on PC recently. But my concern is that a precedent was set, not just by Demon's Souls, but more specifically by Bloodborne. Because Demon's Souls was a little different. That game... For me, there was no hope of that ever coming to PC, because it was almost something that had been left in the past. whereas Bloodborne did really, really well. So, maybe they had decided that Bloodborne staying a PS4 exclusive would be better for them in the long run, on a financial level. So, that's my guess. But I feel that if they haven't brought Bloodborne to PC, then maybe they wouldn't bring Demon's Souls to PC. Well, rather, I think that would be a reason to say they probably won't do that. Because why would they not do it with Bloodborne, but do it with Demon's Souls? Because I feel like, especially, well, it's hard to know. Yesterday morning, so about 24 hours ago, I completed the boss of Mission 12 in Nioh. Whatever her name is. The woman with the parasol. And the black dress. She was fun. I've come to realize that in Nioh, I basically have to learn the bosses. I mean, not so much before this boss. I came to realize that it was necessary, because the bosses up until Mission 12 were fairly easy. But Mission 12 was a little challenging with the boss, so therefore, I realized that in Nioh, to learn the boss, I have to try and fight it without healing at all. So, what I mean is, you basically have limited elixirs in that game. That is your healing wares, or those are your healing wares, elixirs. So you can get more by offering your equipment to the shrine, but I find that it's not enough if you need to repeatedly fight the boss to learn it. So really your only choice is to resolve to fight the boss without getting hit repeatedly, and then just over time get better and better and better until you feel comfortable to actually fight it seriously with healing. And then it more comes down to the fact that you don't want to get killed while healing, because if you get killed, obviously, those elixirs that you've used are gone forever, and you won't be able to get them back. So it's all about learning how to not die. You learn the movements of the boss to avoid death, and, or at least avoid it enough not to be overpowered while healing. It's a different thing to be killed when you don't have the ability to heal, because it's not like you're getting one-shot or anything, but yeah, it's a little bit of a different way to learning how to fight a boss as compared to the Soul series, because in the Soul series you've always... I suppose the closest thing to that would be in this game where you've got grass, which is something that isn't infinite. You have to buy more. But in the 3 Dark Souls games, it is necessary to... or rather, it's not necessary to be careful with your healing wares, because you always get the same amount every instance. Every attempt you'll have those healing wares, and those will never disappear. Oh, just farm submission bandits and you can make like 100 in an hour. Well, I don't really feel the need to do that. I'm feeling pretty comfortable with my current number of elixirs. I never feel as if I'm going without. I always have enough to clear the missions with ease, at least up until this point. It's just against bosses I feel like I don't have enough, so I'm pretty alright with the current arrangement there. You'll recommend a build for me once I've finished the game? Alright. May as well take your recommendation. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the game so far. I certainly wasn't expecting to not enjoy it, but it did surpass my expectations as far as me enjoying it. It's really good. It's on par with Souls for me. It's one of those... I guess my fear was that I wouldn't enjoy it as much as Souls, and that would somehow impact the way I felt about the game, but I feel that while it does share similarities with the Souls series, it does its own thing, and it does it very well. And it's enough to... well, I respect it a lot. It's enough to make me enjoy it as its own game, and I suppose I have about as much respect for it as I would have for the Soul series. I suppose the only difference would be the Soul series started it, you know, so they had to make what they made based on their own ingenuity. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't know if you guys realize what just happened, but basically I activated that cutscene, and during the cutscene this asshole set his attack up to hit me as soon as I exited the cutscene. What a prick. Whatever. But yeah, I knew I'd like it, but it really impresses me with what it does. I think I may as well use another Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. I used one while I was in the World 1-4 area trying to kill that Crystal Lizard, because I was trying to get to that Crystal Lizard without using a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes because I didn't want to waste them, but then I was getting one shot, which was really not helping my case. So once I had that Stone of Ephemeral Eyes to not get one shot by everything in that fucking area, I was able to pretty comfortably reach the Crystal Lizard and get that Sharp Stone that I was trying to acquire. There we go. That was a bit of a delayed, I guess, reacquisition of souls there, because I got those 5,000 souls from the... You can't see the soul counter, I realise this, but basically I got the 5,200 and whatever souls from that Reaper and all his minions, and then almost for 2 full seconds after that, it was still stuck on 5,000. I'm like, where are my souls? And then it returned to 42,000. Well, I suppose reached 42,000. It wasn't 42,000 before. I'm using the... I think it's the Fox Spirit Animal. I haven't used any magic so far. I'm sticking purely to, I guess, physical weapons at the moment. I think it's the... is it called the Kusarigama? Kusarigama. I only remember Kusari because that means chain. But, yeah, I'm using that weapon and the regular sword, and I'm sticking purely to those. And the reason why is because I just want to... I want to learn the game one step at a time. I don't want to overwhelm myself with all these different things that I can do in the game, which is why... I mean, that's how I like to do it. I like to deeply learn individual parts of a game as I go through it. And I'm very thorough with my first playthroughs as well. I definitely prefer to have my first playthroughs of a game be off camera, because when I'm recording, it's very hard to really pay attention to what I'm doing because I'm doing a commentary, and it really throws me off when it comes to learning new things in games. Like, for example, even when I'm reading, I don't really fully absorb what I'm saying because I'm reading it aloud. I absorb it a little harder, or it's not as easy to absorb it when I'm reading it aloud as opposed to reading it to myself and when I'm, like, communicating with an audience. So I much prefer to do these things on my own, and I take it nice and slow. I learn it deeply. But I only do that with games that are actually decent, like Neo, which is better than decent, but it needs to be at least decent. Shit games? No. I don't really bother with that. I'm really happy that there's another Neo game, because I'm having so much fun with the first one that I'm glad that there's another one to enjoy. It's good. So I'm going to get myself to about 100,000, well, maybe 100,000 souls is too many. Because I'm currently at 47,000 and I feel like it would just take too long for me to get to 100,000, so maybe I'll get to 60,000. Just to save myself the time. I don't really want to bore you guys to tears or anything like that. I have your best interest at heart, believe me. You know, when this shit happens, I would love to be told. But anyway. It really is a simple fix. But it is rather dark. Just when I was talking about the light being consistent, you know. I can live with this sort of dark. Actually, I'll turn up the room light a little bit. There we go. Now you can see me, and the chroma key doesn't look like actual dog shit. This is what it means to... Well, this is rather why I always check to make sure everything looks alright, because no one ever tells me if it's looking like... Like, no one's like, by the way, Doomlink, your chroma key looks like shit. I'd love to be told that, because sometimes I'm not checking. Anyway. So I think we're still at 47,000. And again, we will be trying to get to about 60,000. Yep. We are at 47,534. And I don't know how many points we should put into endurance. Is it even worth doing that? Maybe it's not. Maybe I should wait until New Game Plus to do that, if I can even remember to do it. Because I feel like I should be putting as many points into strength and dexterity as possible so that I can deal more damage with this weapon. So my current scaling is C in dexterity and D in strength. So I could get strength to about... Oh, strength is at 11, what the fuck? Okay, well, with dexterity at 30, I'm thinking we should just focus entirely on strength. I mean, we're not going to get that much of a damage boost, but 11 strength is pathetic. I haven't put any points into strength, I don't think. So, I'd like to maybe get that to 20, so I'll probably get strength to 20, and then dexterity to 40, and then maybe leave it alone, because at that point, or rather past that point, I don't think it would be much better. I was interested in the Odachi. I didn't know how that was going to be, but yeah, it probably is pretty fun. It's a long sword. A heavy, long sword. Which is probably something that I would enjoy. I think just the swords in general are the weapons that I will grow to enjoy the most. Because that's what I'm most comfortable using. In any game, really, but especially in Neo, from what I can tell. So we'll probably do this maybe twice more, I'm thinking. And then we will level up and continue in some other direction. And I still haven't decided whether to continue in World... Oh, yeah, we'll have to do World War 2, that's right. I'd completely forgotten. Don't punch me. I'm not picking up that guy's stuff because I don't want it. It's always the same thing. It's always a Dark Moonstone Shard, which I'm never going to use in this build, obviously. So I suppose I'll be having to fight the Flame Lurker legitimately. That is, without glitching him, which should be fine because I think I'll be at a pretty good soul level by that point. We're only at soul level 42, so we should be able to level up a lot. Maybe 10 times, maybe more. We will see. Okay. One more of these and we will get to leveling up. I do try to limit the farming that I do on camera, but... sometimes I do still do a lot on camera. Might wipe this up. It's better to wipe it up, really. Alright. So yeah, we will do some more soul farming once we gain access to World 4-4, which is the boss room, final boss room, Archdemon room, there we go. I wonder if anyone's joined yet expecting the Demon Souls remake. Probably. Probably. I'm sure they would work out very quickly that it's not the new version. So we currently have 64,000 souls, which is good to see. It's funny because I'm sure the first thing that they would think is, why is this guy playing the original version now of all time? Well, I was playing it before the fucking remake was even announced, so shut up. That is, making videos of it. So, why would I stop doing that if I can't play the remake? That's the idea. Well, have fun with that, Jenny. Sounds like good fun. Not. Sounds miserable, but if that's how you enjoy the game, then go for it. We'll put away the gold mask, don't really need that. We can, of course, trade that for a colourless demon soul, but I don't really want one. Obviously. I mean, what the fuck would I use it for? Why do I... what? Oh, that's right, I have the Gloom helmet unequipped. I completely forgotten that I had unequipped that, because I needed the mobility of rolling. Well, I decided that I needed the mobility of fast rolling. It also allows you to move faster in general, to speed up the process of farming the souls, so it's better to be light. Alright, let's smash it into strength. There we go. Couldn't even get it to 20 because it was at only 11, which is pretty sad. I actually can't remember how much damage we were doing with this, but I think it was about 221, so that's not a terrible increase. I'm happy with that. So I think now it is time for us to take on the Flame Lurker. So let's do that. The gaming journalists are complaining about the game being too hard, is that right? Well, maybe they could get a grip? I'm pretty sure that it's easier than this one. Like the original. I understand why they would complain about it being too hard, because if you think about it, a game like this really is not suitable for a major selling launch title. Like, not everyone is willing to play a hard game. It's still amazing to me that... Look, I always struggle with this point, but... the gaming journalists always describe Souls as crushingly difficult. It's not. When did it become crushingly difficult? I mean, it's... yeah, it requires a little bit of effort and skill, but it's not crushingly difficult. Souls has never been like that, in my view. It is that way at first, yeah. But not indefinitely, not forever, not... It's stupid to me that they are still saying that it's super hard. All you need to do is learn, basically, that the enemies all have different ways in which they move. All you need to do is watch to see what they do, and react in kind. It's not like you need to be a fucking amazing player of a video game to get it. It's fairly simple shit. You need a bit of patience, and there is trial and error. Imagine that in a video game. Trial and error. Failing at first, while you try to learn how to do something, and then the second or third or fourth time around you perform better because you've learned from your mistakes. That's not difficulty, that's just... that's what games should be. I mean, it's technically hard, I guess, because you have to actually work to succeed, but... Souls is not crushingly difficult. Yeah, it was when this game came out. It was crushingly difficult compared to everything else that existed in this sort of vein, in this 3D RPG space, but... come on. I actually get fucked over by older games than this a whole lot more than Souls. Like, Dot Hack Infection, I'm getting fucked by that game. Whenever I play that on PS2, I'm getting fucked by it. It's hard, for me. But it's a different sort of difficulty. But no one's going around saying, oh, Dot Hack Infection is such a crushingly difficult game, blah blah blah. Because it's not. It's just, you know, a video game that you need some degree of skill and understanding in order to play it well, I don't know. It's quite basic, you know. Yeah, I can't even fucking continue Dot Hack Infection, because I've come to realize that maybe I need to level myself up a little bit more or something, but even then, like, I seem to not succeed. It's not, I don't know, certain areas I just get fucked. How much damage are we doing? That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. I can handle that. Ow. I think I'll be healing a lot. I can feel it. So the most annoying thing with this guy is that his fire attacks really are difficult to roll through. You have to be very good with your timing. Because it's a large outward attack. So it's not one single, I guess, hitbox that you need to roll through. It's a rather extended hitbox. I don't know if it's better to roll away from it or what, but I'm trying to shield that. See, I roll through it, I successfully rolled through that, but it still got me on the edge of it. This is what I mean. It's really frustrating. It's probably the sort of fight that you need the purple flame shield to succeed in, comfortably. Oh, I only have full moon and new moon. We'll wait for the next time we get hit in order to use that. No, we'll use it here. Why not? Again, we have a lot of full moon, as you can tell, so... I can barely see what I'm doing. Stop jumping around, man. Give it a rest. Alright. Of course, when he turns really flamey, it gets a bit harder, but... Now he's really flaming. So now he'll be doing more explosive fire attacks, basically. He's so flamey that it's almost hard to see what he's doing, because you almost can't even see his body, it's just hidden in flame. Look at that shit. Whoa. Let's not get comboed here. Heal up. And then the frames. Or the lack of frames, I suppose. Your favourite boss, really? Well, I guess he is... In terms of fighting him, he is fun. There's more going on in his fight than other ones, I will admit. I wonder what my favourite boss of this game would be. So that's funny, he managed to... Uh-oh, let's not get fucking... Oh, that was a little dangerous, wasn't it? I was worried that he was going to combo me there and take me out. To dinner. I wonder what's for dinner. Anyway. You know. I'm using the memes that were around when this game came out. Forgive me. In fact, those memes predate this. By a number of years. But it exploded in around 2007, 2008. So I think I'm... Well, will I level up with these souls, or should I just go for it? Let's actually return to the next... Or will we... No, let's not. I'm a man. Let's just go for it. We've got the Thief's Ring. We'll be fine. Although, I do wonder what breaking the rubble is going to be like with the spike shield. It'll probably take 2 hits, I'm guessing. He is a true pyromancer. He is engulfed in flame. Entirely immolated. He is flame itself. Alright, are you gonna fucking hit me when I stand here? What are you gonna... No, you're not. Thanks, Thief's Ring. I'll take it nice and slow. Are you fucking kidding? Are you kidding me? You've got to be joking. Did you just see that, guys? I was attacking, well, rather attempting to attack the rubble, and it did not fucking work. Keep your fucking hand away from me. Stop! This is terrible. This is barely functional. Stop it. Alright, let me go. Let me go. Stop! With your fucking hand! Just stop it. Away with you. Go. Now, everything would have been fine there, had it not been for the fucking spike shield completely failing to hit the rubble. I had managed to tuck myself into a corner where I couldn't hit the fucking rubble. It was stupid. I don't want to hear about the remake. Let's make a rule. No talking about the remake. I'm finished. I'm sick of talking about the remake because I can't play it. From what I understand, everything about the remake is fucking great, which is exactly what it would be like. If I could play the remake, it would probably suck, but because I can't play it, obviously it's good. Obviously it's good. Sounds about right. Whoa. Don't want to be hit by your fire. Take it nice and slow. I'm trying to play well with the Dragon God for once. Shut up. Alright. And then this part I always run through. There's nowhere to really run back to. You'd be just running straight into the fire. You'd be running straight back into that. Not fun. May as well get some clearstone. Thank you very much. Alright. Yeah, whips are in the first Dark Souls game. They weren't particularly good, but most of the ones that appeared in Dark Souls 2 were in the first game. You had the regular whip, you had the thorned whip. Was that called the thorned whip? Anyway, it was the one that had good bleeding, I think. But yes, the whips were in the first game. They just really were not worthwhile using. I don't know if I ever bothered using one. I probably shouldn't say most of the bows in, or whips, sorry, not bows, were in the first Dark Souls that were in Dark Souls 2 because, you know, I'm sure there were additional ones in Dark Souls 2, and maybe they made the bows. Why do I keep saying bows? Am I fucking retarded? Maybe the whips were a little better in Dark Souls 2 in terms of how they functionally work. I just felt like they didn't do enough damage in Dark Souls. I will do a whip build, actually. I mean, that would be fun, wouldn't it? I don't think I've ever used a whip against a boss. At least not a proper boss. Not a really difficult boss. But, yeah. Let's put away our stones, because that will be weighing us down. I can't really remember where the whips are myself. I couldn't really help you with that. Okay, so we can probably consume both of these things because we're not going to actually use them, I don't think. Yeah, better to get the souls from them, I think. I really do hate it when sometimes you go to equip stuff here and it puts you in a really weird spot. Well, no one ever fucking used whips in PvP back when I was doing Dark Souls PvP. It was never deemed to deal enough damage, so... yeah. But I don't believe you could parry them in the first Dark Souls either, so... yeah, that should give you an indication of how bad the whips are in Dark Souls, because no one ever used them. I never saw someone use a whip. Maybe I did, but maybe once or twice in thousands of confrontations, so... It really didn't have an impact in the PvP community. Or at least not back then. It was all about the parrying and the backstabbing and the hornet ring and the fucking... well, in the early days it was all about the ninja flip with Dark Wood Grain Ring, because you could do it with... I think it replaced the mid-roll with it, which was just ridiculous. I don't know whose fucking idea it was to replace the mid-roll with the Dark Wood Grain Ring flip for that ring effect. It was ridiculous. You could have very heavy sets flipping around with Dark Wood Grain Ring. It might have been slightly under the like just the edge of the map. It might have been about halfway through mid-roll. Might not have been exactly the same as your mid-roll percentage, but it was about the same, and it was fucking just, it was ridiculous early on. And then Iron Flesh, you could move around fairly easily with Iron Flesh early on. And then you had the Dragon Head glitch. A lot of stuff in the first build of Dark Souls was broken and needed to be fixed, and was fixed. So, but mostly Iron Flesh and Darkwood Granary, in context with the PvP. Alrighty. So we can now level up. We have 126,000 souls. We'll definitely be able to level up 4 times in strength. There we go. And now, should we upgrade any of our vitality? I feel like we should. I feel like we should get you to 25 before we touch dexterity again. Yeah. Now we'll go for dexterity. My reasoning for increasing my vitality relates to the final boss fight, and I think the final boss fight's going to be a little hard with the spike shield. It'll be manageable, I'm not going to fail it, but yeah, it's not going to be that fun. I'd actually like to finish this in this recording. I think that would be fairly doable. Wow, it's really dark, isn't it? What's happening outside? It's not so dark that I need to fix the lighting right now, but it is noticeably bloody dark. So yeah, anyway, we can probably finish the game in this recording. Like, finish this playthrough. So with that in mind, I think we will take on our next Archstone, which will either be World 5 or World 4. What would I prefer? I guess we'll do World 4. Why not? Off we go. Have I spoken to Patches here? I don't know if I have. I'm going to assume that I haven't, and we'll go and deal with him. No, I definitely haven't, because I had only just unlocked that area in this recording. That's good to hear. Where in Japan are you again? I don't know if you ever mentioned it. But it is funny to say it's beautiful in Japan. It's like, well, it would depend where you are in Japan, surely. I doubt it would be the same in Hokkaido at the moment. There we go. I probably could have equipped the Ring of Avarice for that, but whatever. I didn't lose so many souls. Got about 1,000 less than I usually would. Hello, Patches. Don't attack Saint Urbain. That's a very strange thing I just decided to do. Why would I just randomly attack Saint Urbain like that? What possessed me? Well, sorry Saint Urbain. Looks like you're dying in this fucking playthrough for some reason. I don't know why. You're not going to be able to cast God's Wrath, my friend. Whatever. What does he even drop? I can't remember. I think he drops his robes and maybe a talisman. Oh no, he drops Ring of Devout Prayer. Well, whatever. I've decided to kill Saint Urbain suddenly. Usually I don't do it. Umbasa. I just realized! Everyone's gonna start saying Umbasa again. I didn't even think about that. It hasn't happened yet, but it'll happen. Okay, so basically when Demon Souls released, the Souls community at that time, which was the Demon Souls community, said Umbasa in the same way people said Praise the Sun. So, around, let's say, 2012, maybe even 2011, people just didn't really say Umbasa anymore. They started saying Praise the Sun, and Umbasa died. I think Umbasa is going to have a revival. It has to. So, didn't even think about that. It'll probably have an even bigger revival than Praise the Sun because of so many people playing the remake now. May as well talk to you. You're in Tokyo. That's cool. Are you like right in the city or a bit further out? Because I know there are... I don't really know Tokyo that well, but I know some parts are more deep in the city than others. I don't think I would like to be right in the city, personally. Bit too much going on. Ooh. You can die now. Thank you very much. There we go. Now, I'm not sure how the gold skeletons will be using the spiked shield. We'll see what happens. Might be slightly miserable. My guess is probably more than slightly. See, I can't fucking... They've got range over me, certainly. Don't you fucking roll off the edge. Don't you dare do that. So yeah, the issue with these guys is that they have a lot of range with their weapons, and I'm very close range with my attacks, so... That's good to hear. In the thick of the action, I suppose. Fucking stop. No, stop. It's a little bit of a strange dance with this golden skeleton at the moment, as you can tell. But it works. It works. I need to wipe my... Anyway, don't worry about it. I think I've got a bit of port on my controller and it was sticky. Ew. If I had one complaint about port, it's that a lot of times it is a little sticky. Whereas regular wet red wine is not quite so sticky. Yeah, the gold skeletons, I mean, they're fairly easy to deal with as long as you don't have a super close range weapon like this. This is about fist range, honestly. I mean, look at that, and then look at that. It's the same, so it's fist range. Which is less than ideal against the gold skeletons. But I would say that almost in any situation the gold skeletons are very annoying, because what they do is, as soon as they begin the animation to bring the sword up to shield, they are shielding, that's it. And even if if the sword is partially lowered, it's a full shield, that's it. Your attack's not getting through, at least not properly. I hate the gold skeletons, they're annoying. Kill you. I don't know if I'm overly sentimental, but I was thinking just before how weird it is to be playing the original game here as everyone's playing the remake, and then I thought, well, you know, there will come a time when the remake will be old news. There will come a time when the remake will actually be old. Meanwhile, I'll still be playing this version. Probably not exclusively, I will be playing the remake in the future eventually, but... yeah, there will come a time when playing this is even more bizarre than it is today. Considerably more, because it has to eventually happen where the remake will be an old thing. I accidentally fell. Thought I would activate that explosion. Get back over. There are a few items to pick up in this, I suppose, slug swamp. Or slug area, I guess it's not really a swamp, is it? But, yeah, I generally don't bother picking them up when I'm just passing through. I'll be playing it soon, really. Is that right? Well, you know more than me, apparently. Whoa. So we do have the Thief's Ring here. Scoop it. So because we have the Thief's Ring, we don't have to worry about him pursuing us too much here. I think generally what he does is he'll go towards you once, and then he'll leave you alone. Usually. Usually. There are certain, I guess, scenarios where that doesn't happen. He almost goes after you twice. But for the most part, it seems it's only once. And we're doing fairly reasonable damage. I'm actually quite happy with our damage right here. It's going to be really awful by the time we reach New Game Plus. I have no doubt about that. But here in New Game, whatever I'm doing, it's 239 damage. That's fairly good for New Game, it seems. So I'm happy to see that. Oh. Ooh. And he's dead. Hit him right in the thigh, or calf. I didn't really see where it was, but he is dead. 3 full moon grass. Ah, that's the Reaper that fell down. I can't really see all the way up there. It's weird. Well, I suppose it's not mummified, is it? It's just a skeleton. Creepy skeleton chained to the wall. Alright. We may as well just go straight into the boss fight. Which will require, well, the Archdemon fight. It's so confusing when I say boss like that. We just fought a boss. I'm lowering the volume of the game preemptively, because it will of course be very loud when I'm swinging the Storm Ruler around. I think there was an item back there, wasn't there? I keep going past it, but whatever. 4 New Moon Grass is, well, I don't think they expect you to use New Moon Grass in this fight. I always feel as if I never get around to using New Moon Grass in New Game. It just doesn't happen. I always get enough Full Moon to never really need to use New Moon. Which is good. I think it's important to have lots of New Moon for New Game Plus, should you continue into New Game Plus, but yeah. I almost never use it. And then Dark Moon Grass, that never gets used ever. May as well equip the Storm Ruler here. Can I still fast roll? No, I can't. So that means you're getting put away. Now, I don't think going two-handed really makes a difference. Actually, maybe it does. So this is a one-handed attack. What are we doing here? Oh, I didn't even get to see. I think it was 209 for the previous. Fucking stop! Stop it! I'm about to die. I think I just died. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. Have I died in this livestream playthrough series against this boss? I don't think I have. Wow. Well, it had to happen eventually, didn't it? That's pretty unbelievable. Whatever. Just have to try again. That's all you can do. Fortunately, I have no shortage of Stones of Ephemeral Eyes because I'm only using them to heal myself after death, so that's one good thing at the very least. Let's make sure we get those souls back, because obviously I do have a lot of souls. That's all of the bosses, or rather the souls that I got from the boss, and also the souls that I got from killing enemies in the area. So, I'd love to get those back. That's, what, 210? Okay. I do need to be careful here. Stop it. Oh my fucking god. Hit him. Very good, got 3 of them there. Of course, it is very important to watch the Storm Ruler, or the Storm King, that is, to make sure he's not coming down at any time. Because if you're not paying attention to him coming down, and he randomly appears, well, not really randomly, but suddenly appears, that is. Sometimes I use suddenly and randomly interchangeably, which is not correct English. Oh, he's coming down, look. Let's go and get our soul. It's over there. Well, we'll have to wait before getting the soul, I suppose. Can I hit you through this? Yes, I can. That's good to see. Well, that was a little delayed on the left side. More than a little delayed. Can you not fucking interrupt me when I'm trying to hit the boss? You absolute waste of my time. Fuck off. Unbelievable. Fuck's sake. Ow. Well, we may as well try and kill the rays in the meantime. Where are they? Come on. There's one there. Fucking unbelievable. This has been a bit of a difficult process. More difficult than it should be. But we've got 77,000 souls here. So that's encouraging. We'll have a whole lot more after we have killed this boss and consumed both the Old Hero Soul and the Storm King Soul. Fucking hit the body. You are unbelievable. You know that? It just refused to let me target the main body. I wanted to target the wings instead. Really annoying. So you kind of let the ones on the right side make contact. And then you specifically aim to avoid the ones on the left by going around. That's generally how it goes. Usually one side will make contact first, from what I can tell. From what I can tell. I almost said sell, from what I can sell, because I was tossing up between saying see and tell, which makes sell. It's always like that with me, Alright. Hopefully this is the last pass, I'm hoping so, because I can usually get 3 hits in from this direction. Also a good angle for avoiding those ranged attacks. You're kidding me. I have to wait for the next pass? That's ridiculous. That is so annoying. Can I hit you? Get him, get him, get him. Come on, baby. Shit. So annoying. It would save so much time if I didn't have to do this. That is, wait for another pass. Okay. Get that main body. And last hit. All done. The demon was destroyed. Yes, indeed. Just bringing the audio back. Just trying to avoid a little bit of ear rape, you know. Don't need to be raping your ears or anything like that. Spike shield. It's kind of amazing to see the Spike Shield doing more damage than anything, but yeah, I suppose the Storm Ruler, not having any sort of scaling, would be doing less damage. Okay, those Crystal Lizards are still alive, or at least, no, I think both of them are still alive, but I'm not interested in them because they can only drop Dark Moonstone. Those are the lizards that you usually go to pick up pure Dark Moonstone. Alright, we have 118,000 souls at the moment. And we might get as many as 160,000 by the end of this. I can't remember how much we'll get from these 2 souls, but looks like we've got some more souls to consume outside of those as well. So that's definitely encouraging. Alright. I think about 160,000 would be realistic, which would be very good for us. I'm making up for all that inconvenience of losing those souls and not being able to level up that time. By losing all the souls, I mean spending them all on something that I didn't need. Wow. My expectations have been well surpassed. I'll tell you what I have once it's finished adding it to the counter. We have 218,762 souls. Very good, very good. Okay. Let's get as much damage as we can with this fucking weapon. It's become much brighter outside again. But still not so bright here that I need to lower the brightness of my room light or anything like that. Okay. we'll put the Storm Ruler away, actually, I don't really need that. No, I do need that, because I do intend to grind souls, I think. Even now, I think I will be grinding souls, so let's keep that, in case we do want to do that. Wait, let's put away our Saint Urbain stuff. Sorry, Saint Urbain. I don't know why I was suddenly possessed to kill you in this playthrough. It really came out of nowhere. I dropped down there and I went straight to kill him. There must be something inside me that needs him dead. I don't know what that is, but it's scary. I can't control it. Okay, so, I mean, I've never really killed him before. Only when he's in the Nexus and I need negative character tendency do I do that. Or dark character tendency. For purposes of interacting with Mephistopheles, but... yeah, outside of that, no. I generally don't harm him. Alright, I'll get you to 40. Oh, baby. That was 9 upgrades for that. Woo. Okay, how are we going for damage? Must have increased by about 15 or something like that. Oh, more, I think. Again, I can't remember what it was before. I think it changed again. It was something, and then it changed to something else. I don't know. But we're at 252 now, which is great. But, yeah, this is definitely an improvement over whatever it was before. I think it was 220 or something. Right. Okay. What glitch are you talking about, Jenny Jones? Should I increase my strength further or put it into vitality? I've only got 1 level up left, but... I suppose vitality would be best, wouldn't it? At this point. My temptation was to cap it at 25 strength. I do wonder. I don't think it's really worth getting more than 40 dexterity. For a C scaling? For a C scaling. Well, the difference of 5 dexterity after 40 with a C scaling might be totally negligible. Because even with an S scaling, it wouldn't be a huge difference. So imagine a C scaling. I believe the soft cap is 40 is what I'm trying to say. So... yeah, I do wonder. But I think with a D-scaling in strength, well, you know, it could be that 5 level ups in strength right now, with a D-scaling, but at 20 strength, would increase our damage almost equally as a C-scaling with dexterity increasing from 40 to 45 in the dexterity stat. It's possible, I don't know, and I'm not going to test that because I can't really, but it's an interesting thought. Well, okay. How about this game? I'll take you to... in fact, what I will do, even better idea, is I'll do some more soul farming. It'll be a little dangerous for the reason that we'll have less defense here. But that's alright. Now, setting my audio volume. I'm not even familiar with that glitch, Jenny. This is in the remaster for Dark Souls 1? The duplicating glitch, you mean the soul duplication glitch with arrows? I don't even think that existed in the original version, and if it did, I've either completely forgotten about it, or I'd never heard of it. The only glitch I can remember from the first Dark Souls was the one with the dragon head. It must be a specific remaster glitch, and yeah, I actually had a friend who used to, as a hobby, try to find glitches in games. It's amazing. You just do all these sorts of weird-ass things to find it. You always wonder, how do they find these things? Well, the answer is they actually do exactly what... I mean, they find it by doing exactly what's needed for the glitch, but they... you sort of work out weird things to do in the game and wonder if it creates an abnormality in the game file, and then oftentimes it does. But, wow. That's pretty sad that there's a soul duplication in the remaster. That's actually pretty pathetic, because there is no such glitch in the original version. So, for a lot of people, the soul duplication glitch in Demon Souls ruined the game for them because they couldn't resist the urge to do it. Which is really odd to me, because how can you not resist the urge? I guess it's not just soul duplication, you can duplicate anything in this game. Items as well. But, can you do it with equipment? I guess you can do it with equipment and with rings and stuff. Yeah, I guess. I've never really done it, but maybe you can do that. The only time I did it was in the PvP days. We would make our PvP characters by duplicating stuff and giving it to each other at different soul levels and stuff, but, yeah. I can't quite remember if you could duplicate rings. But anyway, some people really couldn't get around the fact that there was a very easily accessible duplicating glitch in Demon Souls. Well, sounds like there's something rather similar in the remaster of the first Dark Souls, so that's pretty sad. So maybe for some people they're not going to be able to properly experience Dark Souls because that glitch is there and available to be abused to them. Pathetic, really. They could have just played the original fucking game. Could have just done that. But no, they had to wait for the remaster. I'm not saying the remaster's bad, I'm just saying, well, realistically, there was no reason not to play the fucking game before the remaster came out. Because it was on all the systems of the time. That's hilarious. That's very funny. Yeah, it makes you wonder who has the time to work out that you can do that. Must be very hard for game developers. There is a certain degree of know-how to finding glitches, though. There's an understanding of how games work. Oh shit, here we go. Thought I was stuck up there. I'm currently at 75,000 souls. I'm going to keep doing this until I get to 100,000. Which is probably 1 or 2 more attempts. I'd say 2 more. To comfortably get over 100,000. And then hopefully we can level up 5 times. Probably not, actually, but I can hope. Nothing wrong with hoping. I'm just dropping the chroma key settings a little bit. But I mean, there are always glitches you could do in the original game as well. Well, not even glitches. For instance, you had, who was Dom the Bomb? He had whatever he called it. He basically had something that you could put on a USB thumb drive, stick it into your PS3, and have max souls, all weapons, at max level, something like that. And people did that for their builds. So, there's always something, I guess, to ruin the game. Is that everyone? I think so. We are at 97,000. Hey Michael. You know, it's been me and Jenny Jones talking this whole time. It's been, what, an hour and 19 minutes? And it's just been us. It's weird. I don't know where everyone is. Usually at least 2 people are in. Not sure what's happened today. I blame YouTube, that's what I've decided. That is what I have decided for myself. Alright. Last round of this farming, that is to say. Looks like I've fallen down, yeah. Should be okay. Oh, my weapon's broken. That's bad timing. At least I've got over 100,000 souls. I've got 106,000 by the looks of it. Yeah, 106,318. I can't kill these guys any other way, although I think I can still do decent damage to them. I can still one-shot them with a broken weapon. That's funny. That's really funny. I knew it would do less damage, but not like nothing. But I'm surprised that it could still one-shot them. That's a shock, to be honest. That just goes to show that really, there's no reason to repair this weapon in new game. Good to know. Good to know. Alright. Alright, so that is it. We are at 100 and... Rightio, Jenny. But yeah, with that, we do have 116,986 souls. So that means we'll be able to level up quite a few more times. And I don't know if we'll manage to get to 25 strength, but again, we will be capping it at 25 anyway, because quite frankly, as I have explained, don't think I'll manage to get much of a damage increase on my spike shield beyond 25 strength, given its descaling. So, can we do it? No. We're just short. Okay. Well, that's encouraging. I'm not too far from it. One more round of soul farming would do it, but I think I just put away my Storm Ruler, which was a bit overconfident of me. Would you not say? Dark Souls 2 had the worst in the series. The reason why is because Dark Souls 2 was the game that allowed you to restore your durability at bonfires. So it makes sense that they would have durability be worse in that game, seeing as though it's so easy to repair your weapons. I understand what they were going for, and really I don't think it's a bad thing, but it was well, I was going to say it was a bit more balanced in Dark Souls 3, but realistically, nothing ever broke in Dark Souls 3. I don't think I ever had a situation, I mean, I haven't played that much Dark Souls 3, I've played about 160 hours, which isn't much at all, but it's enough to do, I believe, 3 or 4 builds, like fully in New Game Plus. No, sorry, New Game. So I've done about 4 New Game builds in Dark Souls 3, and I don't think I've ever had anything break. Which would indicate to me that that's not balanced. That's probably on the other end of the spectrum. It's too easy to, or rather, too hard to break weapons. So basically, they also incorporated the system where your weapon regains all its durability when resting at a bonfire, but it's like, the durability is so high for all the weapons that it's almost unnecessary. So, yeah, weird thing. Let's get that Storm Ruler back, and we'll do one more. And I still haven't fixed the audio, so that works out. Means I don't have to keep changing it. My weapon is broken, I don't care. Makes no difference. A rapier would break in 15 hits, is that right? I don't think I really used a rapier in Dark Souls 2. I might have, at one time. Yeah, I did have a build actually in Dark Souls 2, long time ago. It was an attempt at reviving the Jarvis build, but in Dark Souls 2, but it didn't work out so well. I used the mannequin mask, you know, it was the closest thing to the Mask of a Child. But, uh-oh, I'm about to die. Let's not die, maybe? Let's try to avoid that or something. Gosh. I am falling now. You can run. Alright, let's head back up here. I mean, it's alright to fight them down there, but I don't think you have as much access down there. The rays. So again, this should get us to the number of souls that we need to level up, yes. I think the requirement currently is 27,000, we're at 30,000 currently, so we'll be able to get ourselves to 25 strength. And I didn't even check to see how much our weapon damage had increased. So, I guess I'm crazy for not actually trying to see how correct I was about the increased damage of the weapon through upgrading strength. But, too bad. Hmm.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
So how are we going? Okay, well... yeah, the increased damage is pretty pathetic, but... it's better than nothing, isn't it? Fighting against a mage with 99 dusk herbs, yeah, I can imagine that. Nothing fun about that. Alright, so let's fix the audio. Or rather, return it to what it previously was. And I think we can now move on to Archstone 5. We are 1 hour and 26 minutes in, so we have plenty of time to get this playthrough done before 2 hours is up. So pretty much we've got all Archstones taken care of except for World 5 and World 1, and World 1 only has the False King left, so let us now take on the entirety of World 5. Should be nice and quick, is what I'm thinking. I think I did do a magic build in Dark Souls 3, but I can't seem to remember what magic is even like in that game. I don't know why. Have I done a mage build? I think I have. I'm pretty sure that I have, but for some reason I don't have a clear memory of the spells in that game. I think they're fun. Yeah, I definitely do. I actually do remember some of it. I was using Soul Greatsword a bit. Oh, fucking hell, I hate falling down that hole. I always seem to do it. You'd think I would have learned by now. You'd think after 11 years I would have fucking learnt my lesson. No, not at all. Not even remotely. So that is an example again of being able to shield with the weapon as you attack it, because it is technically a shield. So as you, I suppose, thrust your shield forward, it can simultaneously attack and shield, which is crazy. I love that. But that doesn't make it suddenly more viable than an actual weapon. I wouldn't recommend this as a legitimate way to play the game. Oh, stop it. I wanted to pick up that weapon. Weapon? Item. Might be a weapon. I don't think it is. Stop. Stop. Actually, then again, I'm not that concerned. I'm not taking much damage at this point. What is my soul level? Must be reasonable. 69? What a good number, am I right? Ha ha ha, I'm 10 years old again. I'll never forget, when I was in, I believe year 7, or was it year 8? I think it was year 7. It was like the, it was towards the end of year 7, like, maybe the last week of year 7. We had a language teacher. She was rather old. But she was obviously savvy because she mentioned the number 69. And you know, everyone's 13 years old, whatever. And we're all giggling. I wasn't, because I had long since gotten over the number 69 and that being funny. Obviously, like, it's not funny. But, yeah, people were laughing. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. You can get that from the fucking Giant Depraved one? Anyway, so someone said the number 60... Well, she said the number 69 in whatever she was talking about. I don't know. Language class, what could it possibly be? I can't remember now, but basically, she just came out and said, I know exactly what you're laughing about, and it's not funny to laugh about a sexual position. You know, something like that. She just went out and started talking about how it was a sexual position. Everyone was like, oh shit. Year 7 class, let's make this clear. So it was kind of, she didn't even say it in that way. She said it more like, well, her point was that she knows it's a sex position and it's not funny in any way. Which was weird coming from a teacher at that age. That's the idea. Why am I fat rolling? Oh, I still have this equipped. What the fuck am I doing with myself? But yeah, like this woman was in her 70s or something. So, you know, you don't expect a 70-year-old teacher to be like, I know that's a sex position and it's not funny. I can't remember her words, but it was better than that anyway. It was impactful, whatever she said. And everyone shut the fuck up real fast. It was very funny. She had balls, that woman. And I bet she was a frisky little minx when she was younger too. I wouldn't doubt it. Which is a weird thought because I can only imagine her as an old woman. But, you know, come on. You would expect more of a conservative attitude with people of that generation, and if she's not in any way like that, you gotta put two and two together, don't you? And some would say, you're a misogynist, Doom. Well, sorry. Look how much damage I'm doing to this fucking boss. Let's try to kill it before it can heal itself. I was expecting to get that final hit in and it did not happen. Whatever. Yes, I'm sure she's done enough 69 in her time, probably with both men and women. I wouldn't doubt it. She gives me that vibe. I don't know. Hey, Gaming, good to see you. I heard you were playing, something with Jenny. Can't remember what now. Was it Dark Souls? I don't know. Something. You were playing Neo 2. That's right. Alright, so we are heading through 5-2 straight away because we don't really have enough souls to level up, so there's no point returning to the Nexus. I'm not so desperate to recover my health that I'm going to return to the Nexus just to do that. I'm a-okay to just use grass to do that. May as well kill you guys. As you can see, our damage output is fairly reasonable. I mean, that's fine, really. It's not great, let me make that clear, but it's not terrible for new game. Specifically new game, let me make that clear actually. It's a-okay for now, but you're not going to hear me say the words, this damage output is a-okay, when I'm going through New Game Plus, no fucking way. I'm going to be sitting there suffering the whole time, and you guys are going to enjoy yourselves. But I've got no idea when the time will come for me to do a New Game Plus run of the Spike Shield build. It will probably not even happen next year, we'll see. My guess is no. It'll probably happen in 2022, and it'll be a miserable time. So, I can't wait for that. Cannot wait. Oh dear. Let's keep away from you guys. So they should leash fairly easily because I do have the leash ring equipped. Yeah, this is a Spike Shield build. Which I suppose would do more damage than... You know, I never even considered that. I never really thought about whether or not this would do more damage as a shield weapon, as compared to, say... Are you fucking kidding me? I can't believe I've just done this. But yeah, I never even considered whether or not a different shield would do more damage than this. I mean, a heavier shield would, but the idea is this is a sort of shield that is intended to be used to harm people anyway. So I may as well use it in this way. But I didn't even consider that maybe it wouldn't do the most damage of all the medium level shields. What if a Knight shield did more damage? That would be pretty pathetic, wouldn't it? A door shield in the Ringed City. I'm reminded of those double shields that those enemies sort of use as a double door system. Like, well, I say double door, but it was a type of shielding where two harms met as one in Dark Souls 3. I believe that was in the Grave of Saints, that's what it's called. I'm shocked that I fucking remembered that. And you guys are probably going, why would that be a difficult thing to remember, Doomlink? Well, funny you say that. I don't even know where the fuck I'm going. I get so terribly confused as to where I'm going. Whenever I fall. What the fuck's... No, I'm not... No. I'm not doing that. You've got to be kidding me. Stay away. Alright. So I don't know where the fuck I am. I've got no clue. I think I'm really close to... Yeah, I can't get past this. This is a fucking barrier that is not going to let me through. So, what the fuck am I doing here? Stop it. There's no way in. Holy shit. Why do I do this to myself? Am I being followed? I heard the sound of a fucking depraved one. I hate this. Maybe I've finally made it to where I really wanted to go. I think I did. I made it. I actually fucking made it. Okay. We're almost at the boss, guys. This is not the conventional route. Let me make that clear. But we made it anyway. Let's have ourselves a Royal Lotus. Am I being followed? Sort of. I say sort of, but I might be entirely being followed currently. Alright. Keep away. So we're heading to the Dirty Colossus boss fight, which should not be too difficult, given our soul level. The Dirty Colossus is an easy boss. In fact, I would say all the bosses of this Archstone are simple. Ooh, Garl of Inland. How will I kill him? I didn't even consider that. Should I just bypass him? Can we bypass Garl of Inland? In fact, I didn't even consider this, but can we talk to Maiden Estrella if Garl of Inland is alive? I'm guessing we can't, because the idea is that we talk to Maiden Estrella after killing Garl of Inland, and she will kill herself. I'm guessing she doesn't kill herself if Garl of Inland is alive. I've never tried that, but I don't want to have to manually try to kill Maiden Estrella. So what are my options for Garl of Inland? Might be a really difficult fight for us, because I usually just cheese him with parries. I mean, you can't really call it cheesing, it's a function of the game, but it's very easy to kill him with parries and ripostas, but I can't do a riposta with a spiked shield. So, yeah. I'm not really looking forward to whatever happens there. We'll have to see. What is that ball? I never really thought about that, but there's a fucking ball in the middle of the Dirty Colossus, and it's weird. Is that supposed to be his soul or his fucking black stuff? Yeah, what is that supposed to be? Honestly. Ow. Maybe it's just a rock. Could be that simple, couldn't it? I don't care that you've made me black. Actually, now I'm starting to care, because it's dangerous. Okay, that should kill it. There we go. You haven't eaten in 5 days. What's going on with you? Oh my god. Eat something, Jenny, now. And goodbye. Enjoy your food. After 5 days of not eating. My god. Have you been in hibernation? Bloody hell. Okay, so what I'm going to do, to be sensible, is actually use these souls that I have. Because I might lose them, you never know. I think this Garl of Inland fight is going to be really annoying. I can feel it now. I can feel it in my bones. That I can. I never use the Great Club. You know that? Never. It's an ace scaling with strength. I never use the thing. Never. Weird. I probably should use it in my strength build. Just for something different. Water fasting. Okay, fair enough. I never really thought about that, but yeah. Eat, damn it. I hate anything like that because I love eating so much. I mean, I'm not like a big eater, but the culinary experience of eating is a big part of my life. I don't know, I enjoy... A part of my day that I enjoy is eating, okay? Some people probably don't care about it, some people might just do it because they functionally have to as human beings, but I enjoy the experience. So, yeah, it's annoying to not be able to do that. Yeah, for sure. I usually, if I do that, I have vegetable juices, really good vegetable juices with good quality vegetables, and, you know, it's good sustenance. So, I mean, water fasting is one way to do it, but I prefer vegetable juices, personally. Alrighty. Let's go and level up a little bit. Not too much, just enough. Let's upgrade our vitality. 3 level ups is not too bad. Alright, time to fight Garvinland. I'm not looking forward to this. At all. Not even remotely, in fact. No, wrong fucking Archstone, idiot. You idiot, Doom Link. Okay. So what I'm going to do before I take on Garvinland is certainly... There goes my controller. I hope that didn't hit my boom stand, because that happened in my last recording and it was deafening. It was absolute ear rape. But anyway, I'm going to take a brief trip to the bathroom, and I will see you in a moment. I have returned. So yeah. Not at all looking forward to this fight. So basically what I will have to... Okay, this is my main concern. It's his ability to heal. That's my concern. I have no real ranged capabilities in this build, so... yeah. What am I to do with him? The way you get around his healing is by dealing enough damage with riposters, but I can't riposte him, so I have to just slowly whittle down his health, which gives him all the opportunities in the world to just heal himself. So what I'll have to do is block his way to accessing the poison swan, or the plague baby swan. Ooh, fuck that up. I have a lot of defense, I'm happy to see that, at least. So I'm gonna try to go around him if I can. I need to be on the other side of him because... Shit. Can I get around him now? No. Even now I can't get around him. I'm trying to. Okay, follow me if you can. Can you please follow me? Stop that. So what I'm trying to do right now... Fuck, this guy. No, don't go there. Come over here. Here we go. So, now we're in a good position. Now we're in a good position. Look at this. Isn't this excellent? What the fuck? I was doing that much damage to him? I'm embarrassed. I was actually that worried. I shat on that guy. I completely and utterly shat on him. Okay, well there you go. I must be well equipped for this fight. Soul level 72? I guess that's good, yeah. Well, how about that? Took care of that without much difficulty. Caught the plague, no problem. I can handle a little bit of plague. God damn it. Imagine being so frightened of Garl Vinland, and then it ends up being that fucking easy. Imagine that. Hilarious. Deeply entertaining, really. Wipe you up. Almost out of port, check that out. Now, with that, we can consume the pure blood demon soul we now have on our person. 96,122 souls. Excellent. Soul of the Mind, Key to Life's Ether. Check that out. 30 Vitality. I am totally ready. Totally ready. You know what? At this point, I think it's time to put points into Endurance. Because, I don't know, maybe it'll be helpful to not be reliant on the Ring of Great Strength. I mean, I don't know what we could really use instead. I don't know what would be a good ring, but yeah. That should be good. Anyway, we have good vitality, we have good defense, we are soul level 75, we are totally ready for battle with the False King. Let's do it. And we've got enough grass too. I mean, we could... No, we can't buy more. We've got only 766 souls currently, but yeah. We could always buy exactly 1 late moon grass, or we could buy 2 half moon. Let's buy 2 half moon for fun. Just to completely empty myself of souls. Awesome. So again, I think my next build will be a quality build. But it might be tomorrow or the day after. There will be a day when I go live in Dark Souls. Okay? That will happen. And it will be strange for you guys, because you probably haven't seen me play Dark Souls before. It's always been Demon Souls when it comes to the Soul series, and I'm always talking about the other games. So, might be strange for you to see me play Dark Souls, but it's, I don't know, same experience, I guess. Just with a different dress, I suppose you could say. I will not be killing that Black Phantom spear wielder, because he's a prick. I'm not interested in him, not even remotely. He can go eat a big male genitalia. Anyway, I have gone through here a little bit recently, doing even more damage to these guys than before, which is very good. Got some more full moon grass. In fact, going through here repeatedly is a great way to gather lots of full moon, because you never get only one, it's always many. It's always lots of full moon. Sometimes you can get as many as 6, check that out, look at that. 6 full moon grass and the greatsword in one pickup, that's impressive. I mean, the 6 full moon grass is fairly normal for that guy, but the greatsword too, awesome. Not really helpful for this build for obvious reasons, but you know. In fact, it may be necessary for me to lower the volume of the game for the boss fight, because I think the fire breathing in the boss room is still pretty loud, so... Can you not hit me? Can you not do that? Oh, this guy's still alive. This fucking lizard right here. Keep moving. I'm gonna kill you. What are you going to give me? Hardstone. You know, it gave me Sharpstone once. Once it gave me Sharpstone. There you go. I'm just glad I have what I need. I'm just bloody glad of that. You know, Bjorn, this might sound a bit mean, but I'd love it if you died. He's attacking me! Wow. Isn't that interesting? I have not hit him once, guys. He's only been attacked by the dragon, so... For some reason, him being attacked by the dragon has made him aggressive towards me. Maybe it's because I've abandoned him, I don't know. Is that why? Maybe if you keep getting the dragon to stand there and then you leave Bjorn to fight the dragon, he feels abandoned and he wants to fight you, I don't know, but you know what, this works out rather well because I really don't want to have the dragon breathing fire throughout the whole fucking boss fight of the False King, because I hate that. What possessed me? What possessed you? Is the better question, really. And that's the question I'd like to ask, my friend. You're fucking dead. I'm really impressed with the damage of this shield because it actually attacks reasonably quickly. Now that's the full brushwood set and the brushwood shield. I'm not interested in that. It's too fucking heavy. Alright, this is going to be a bit dangerous. I'm not looking forward to this at all. I might get fucked. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, I got hit, but I can... That's very, very fucking close. I would not be impressed with dying there. You know what? I'm not even picking up those items. They're not worth it. Stop! Okay, okay, I get the point. I have to get the fuck out of here. You've made your point, Mr. Dragon. Thank you very much. Holy shit. Okay. I'm actually trembling in my boots. Alright, let's fully heal. Get ourselves a stone of ephemeral eyes. And continue on. We've got our friend Mr. Ostrava of Boletaria in Black Phantom form. And I don't think he's going to be doing so well because I'm actually pretty impressed with our damage here, just mainly because we can attack so fast. I mean, okay, whatever. We could always send him off the edge, that's not too difficult to do. He's broken a lot of these weird candlestick looking things. I suppose they are candlesticks. I mean, look at them. They couldn't be anything else. Look at them. Just they're not lit. I don't know why they're not lit, but they're not. Alright, up we go. You've got some high-tech shit in this castle. Elevators, come on. Never really thought about that. A mechanical elevator in a castle like this. Interesting. Okay, so we are going to be taking on the False King with the Spiked Shield. I don't know if I've ever done this before. My guess is that I haven't, because I have absolutely no recollection of having done this. And quite frankly, I'm ready for some fun. Wow, I've actually died quite a bit here. This is going to be hard, probably, because... Now, I actually don't know. This is a good point, and I had never considered this before today, but maybe World Tendency influences boss difficulty. I actually don't know if this is the case. It might be the case. I may as well play the cutscene because this is actually going to be a fairly presentable confrontation. For the reason that we're not going to have the fucking dragon breathing fire the whole time. Which is great. Wow, it's suddenly become extremely bright. Just as I... Wow. It has actually become so fucking bright right now, which is really annoying. Alright. First time in a long time I have fought this guy with a very close range weapon, but hey, looks like damage-wise we're doing alright. You know, I'm actually not very happy with my stamina, it's actually quite low. Okay, I can't get to him in time, so let's just try to avoid getting hit by that. That usually would be an opportunity for me, but not this time around. Look how he gets heavily flinch-locked by that. It's really funny. Ow. Okay, you're not getting flinch-locked there. I can get in here. He still did the attack. Well, he did some sort of attack that was designed to... Well, he could have killed me there. Fortunately, that did not happen. I don't want my soul level to be depleted at all. Now, I don't know what the strong attack is like with this. And quite frankly, I'm not going to try to find out during the False King fight. Not so interested in that. It is a little hard to... Did you fucking see that? That was rough. That was really rough. Now, it's been a while since I was killed by the False King on camera here. But if it had to happen, then that's alright. I'm pretty unimpressed with that turn of events, but I will concede that he outplayed me there. Because those were two heavy attacks, and they were very quick, and yeah. I couldn't have done much there. That's the point. I couldn't have really avoided that death. That was almost inevitable, in fact, so... Unfortunate, yes. Avoidable, no. Not really. So therefore, I will just put up with it, and we'll try again. Got the Knight Sword. That's why I'm getting such good drops, it's because I'm in negative or fairly dark world tendency. Wow. I like beating on these guys actually. It's very... how do I say? Enjoyable. So again, we have to be very careful going up against the dragon just up ahead because we do not have the ore to draw his flame. Which does make it a little harder. Can you not do that? This lizard is still alive. This is unbelievable. I'm actually shocked. If you look at all this hardstone that I'm getting. That's actually crazy that I'm getting this much hardstone. There has to be some sort of bias. It has to actually be a higher chance to get hardstone from these lizards because it's always like that. Whenever I need hardstone, I get hardstone, and then when I don't need hardstone, I still get hardstone. It's really crazy. Alright, that's the timing you want to do. That makes sense. Because the initial attack is further away from your position, so that works. That's fine. That's awesome, actually. It's actually almost better to not have Bior there, to be honest with you, but the thing is I do enjoy having Bior for the Penetrator boss fight, so he usually ends up being there anyway. Well, let's try again with the False King. I think we'll be alright. I mean, honestly, that was a bit of a strange situation there with that death. He attacked me very aggressively, more aggressively than normal. So, I think we can manage. It's never encouraging to have a death like that, because you always wonder, ooh, can it happen again? But I don't think it will. I think we can get through this with minimal issues. We will do what we can. Of course, we can't enter the fog until that has fully opened. Even then, I can't enter through the fog, which is really annoying. I think you need what we could say a fresh, or how we could refer to as a... I'm not even speaking English properly. But yeah, we need a fresh X prompt, basically, is what I mean to say. Again, I love getting this guy in a stun lock because... Uh-oh, that was bad. That was... He almost did it again. He almost did it again. That was exactly what killed me last time. That same series of attacks, almost. Well, let's try not to get fucked by that. But yeah, there's a certain point where he stops being flinched by you. Oh, it's getting bright outside. Don't you dare die to that, Doomlink. Come on, baby. You're really cutting it fine, aren't you? Get that Pneumo Grass, come on. Go. That's a full heal. That's like... If there were ever a situation, it would be that situation right there. Oh. No flinch. Because you sort of rely on the flinch a little bit. I just did the strong attack, by the way. It's alright. What are you doing? What are you doing? Look at him. What was that? Don't do that anymore. That's confusing. I don't know what the fuck to expect when you're doing that business. Alright. I really don't need you glitching out right now, my friend. Why is he so off target? What's happening with him? I don't think it's the Thief's Ring fucking with him or anything, but yeah, a bit weird. Okay, maybe I should have just rolled. Let's not be caught by that. I'm gonna full heal. I just don't want to have any health remaining, because I feel like if I'm put in a terrible situation, sometimes just that tiny little bit of extra health can make all the difference. But that doesn't mean I'm going to foolishly heal, because healing is a dangerous activity in certain situations. So... Oh, I actually partially shielded that. Let's get away. That was a good call. Why did I not even attempt to evade that? Thank you for doing that. That makes it a little easier for me. I'm not going to be greedy. I will not be greedy, although I have been killed before. Just slide. No! Fuck! This has happened before. Many times. One hit away from killing him and he gets me. He kills me. One hit! Maximum 2. Maximum 2. Fuck! That's unbelievable. Why did I fuck that up? Holy shit. You know why I'm really pissed? It's because it takes me a while to get there, and then the boss fight takes forever. Really. It's such a slow, fucking boring process. It's annoying to do it multiple times. I can do it once, maybe twice, but 3 times? That's annoying. At that point, I'm like, no, stop. I'm sick of this. I've had my fun. Let's just get this done. Really. Makes no sense that I have to keep doing this. It's stupid. Oh my god. He was 1 hit from death, basically. Why didn't I just mash him? You know what I said? I was going to say, I didn't really get to fully say what I was meaning to say. But, like, I said, I'm not going to be greedy. I have been killed 1 hit from killing him before. And it so happened that actually, that happened because I chose not to mash him. I chose not to be greedy. Sometimes being greedy is rewarded, and then other times it is punished. In that situation, it was certainly fucking punished. So, yeah, really fucking annoying. Or rather, it was not I don't know. Not being greedy was punished, I suppose. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, what incredible shit. I'm going to fix my lighting one moment. Ugh, honestly, what a fucking nightmare. 1 fucking hit. It happens too often with this boss, it really does. It's not like an occasional thing. Very often, I'm fighting the false king. And 1 fucking hit from death, I get killed. Anyway. It's just especially unfortunate that I'm doing a spike shield build. It's, I suppose, a little harder to be successful with a spike shield build going up against this boss, but... Oh, fuck me. You know what, that timing's fucked. I'm not doing that. No way. No way. We're not doing that business. Go. It's dangerous for sure, I won't deny that, but we made it. I feel like I'm too much in the corner again. There we go. That's a little better. Oh, nearly walked off the fucking edge. That would have been great. Would it not have been? Of course it would not have been great. It would have been great for you. Would have been very entertaining, but not entertaining for me. Not even slightly entertaining. So... Anyway. I'm really frustrated that I've had 2 unsuccessful attempts here. I would say the first one was kind of fair. It was a moment in which I sensibly died. That last one was just... wow. He got really aggressive with me. I mean, you guys saw that. He got extremely aggressive. I almost couldn't do anything to really avoid him in that moment. And I was well and truly overpowered by what he was doing. Why are you so glitchy? Can you just let me in? Holy shit. Anyway. I want my souls, so I will grab them. We've got 55,000, by the way. We're not going to be able to level up after this fight because it is the last boss. So... I'm just going to do 1 attack because I don't have the stamina, you know. Okay, get out of there. You're about to die, mate. Don't get killed, seriously. Okay. Hit him! Fuck me, that was dangerous. Sometimes I just want a guaranteed full health. I really do. So that new moon grass definitely has a place. No, that attack there is very hard to evade. It probably looks easy, but it's not. It's very fast. As soon as you see it coming... Oh, don't stop. Doom me, please. Get your Newman, get your Newman. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Good. Keeping in mind, a New Moon Grass is a full heal. It's basically Divine Blessing. Dark Moon and New Moon is the same in that way. But Dark Moon cures you of whatever ails you also. Okay, let's do a strong attack here. Get out of there. Okay, again. So we're currently in the realm of almost killing him. So let's not fuck this up. Would love to have not missed that opportunity. It does put into perspective, I suppose, what it means to kill him in one attempt. Because sometimes, when you start failing attempts with this guy, he almost has some sort of, how do I say, psychological effect on you. Let's not be overly aggressive, let's be smart. I know last time I was not rewarded for being smart with him, but I think it's important this time. Yeah, do it. Why did I take that hit? Just kill him, fuck me. I don't know how I didn't roll that, but it doesn't matter. He's dead, we've taken care of it. But what I was saying was that when you're failing a lot, he has a rather negative psychological effect on you. He feels stronger than he is. The process of killing him is more insurmountable than it would normally be. Your first attempt, you're always feeling a lot more confident. But once you're doing it repeatedly, your confidence starts to wane. It starts to drain. And just generally, doesn't feel good. You don't feel all that adequate, but we got through it. That's alright. The False King has been dealt with. We currently have 168,526 souls, and we also have the False King Demon Soul to consume. We will, in addition to that, have the Beast King Demon Soul to consume once we enter New Game Plus, which will be very good for us. We will probably put most of that in Vitality. I was considering upgrading my Endurance, but I'm thinking that if it's going to take a lot of hits to kill things in New Game Plus, I probably want to balance that out with lots of health, because the reality is if you're taking a long time to kill an enemy, the confrontation will be longer, so you may be getting hit more. For that reason, probably better to have good Vitality. I will definitely increase Endurance as well, not just for the equip burden, but also for the ability to attack more. Because this here, if we're attacking a lot, we do need a lot of stamina to facilitate that, so yeah. I would say that increasing Endurance and Vitality are very important right now. We don't need to increase Strength or Dexterity anymore, that's done, we're finished with that. New Game Plus will be all about Vitality and Endurance, which isn't very fun, but whatever. It's fun enough. So with that, we will finish off this build. What is another build that I was thinking of doing? So again, I'll probably end up doing a quality build, but what other builds would I like to do? That's right, I was going to do a build where I used all the weapons that I would never use outside of, well, I suppose use the weapons that I would never use except for a build that would be specifically designed around those weapons. It would be sort of like a misfit weapon, like something, you know, the weapons that no one ever wants to use because they ultimately suck compared to all the other stuff. So Penetrating Sword, Dozer Axe, Needle of Eternal Agony, what else is there? I've always mentioned those three, but there must be more. What else is there that really sucks? I mean, Hands of God aren't that great, but I would say that they can probably have their own build. I can do a Hands of God build, whatever, where I use both of them. That could be something of a Faith build. Have I done a Faith build? Huh. I don't know if I've done a Faith build. I don't think I have, you know. Would be good to do that. You fool, do you not understand? No one wishes to go on. I do. I do. I want the sword to land on me. Seems that it just disappears if you're standing where it's supposed to appear. Not permanently, though. Alrighty. Doing this for the Beast Demon Soul. And with that, is the end of Demon Soul. I have sat through this credit screen so many times. But I'll never forget the feeling when I first reached this credit screen. Although it may not be obvious, I do have a great deal of nostalgia attached to this game, and very occasionally I can access that nostalgia despite the fact that I have played this game fairly consistently over the years. You know, the feeling of reaching this screen for the first time, and the elation of that, the sense of achievement, because again, this was my first Souls game back then, and there's nothing more satisfying than playing a Souls game for the first time and really succeeding with it. It was a bit different back then because you didn't have half of the gaming community playing the fucking game and succeeding at it. It was a heavy niche. Only a few people were playing it, which, in my opinion, made it more special when you succeeded in beating it. You sort of felt like you were part of a specific community of gamers who had learnt how to really play a very difficult game. And you knew that as soon as you introduced someone who was outside that sphere to this, they would suffer immensely while watching you play the game well and going, wow, you're amazing, sort of thing. I don't know. It's a bit different these days. But anything that's very good cannot stay niche forever, I guess is the sentiment. So we currently have 183,000 souls, and we'll be able to get a whole lot more when we consume these. We are 2 hours and 18 minutes in, and quite frankly, I am tempted to just do a run, because I really want to level up here. I do. So what I will do is I'll head through World 1-1 right now. We'll make quick work of it. I don't think it'll be super easy, for the reason that we're not doing that much damage right now. But, I'm in the mood to just continue and take care of World 1-1. Even though we're in New Game Plus, and this is the New Game playthrough here, this particular recording, I am usually happy to just do one level in New Game Plus when I'm doing this, and the reason why is because oftentimes I need to extend the length of the video. So, while it's not necessary this time, I'm in the mood to continue here, so let's just do this. One of the reasons why I want to do this is because I know it's going to be a long time until I get to the New Game Plus run of this build, so may as well have a bit of fun here. And I don't really want to do a New Game Plus run immediately, like just a full New Game Plus run, because it gets a bit boring. You've already seen the build for a whole run of the game. It's good to take a break and just stop for a little while. So that's what I'm doing. In fact, it's good to have some Crescent Moon on hand, because these guys aren't going to be doing too much damage to me. It would probably be better overall to have Half Moon Grass, but still, this isn't too bad. They're not doing so little damage that it would be better to have Crescent Moon, but it's certainly better to have Crescent Moon as opposed to Full Moon. So, I'm happy to take that. I have to say that it's a little bit of a shame that I didn't really get many people joining me for this particular stream. I don't know what caused that. I guess some days you just have to not have many people here. Everyone can't be here every day. So eventually, through, I suppose, process of random chance and percentages and probabilities, Eventually there has to be a day where not many people join you. And today is one of those days, I suppose. Maybe I'm trying to make up for that by recording for longer. But, it's alright. Even if no one were here right now, I'm very easy, or rather I can very easily entertain myself. I'm very good at entertaining myself is what I meant to say, not I'm very easy at. I'm very easy, that means something different. Anyway. You can die. My plan is to make short work of this area. It seems even though our weapon really is not particularly good, in New Game Plus we can still head through World 1-1 relatively simply. That's actually a pretty fast attack, I have to say. That roll attack? That roll R1? Check that. Not too bad, as long as you're in range, it's effective. I was hoping to shield you there. Didn't quite work. Stop that. Alright, this firebomb guy, I have to be careful of him. We will use some of our Crescent Moon. A lot of our Crescent Moon, actually. And do one more. Good day. It's always good to get in one shot. I think the counter-attack damage is one shot, whereas on the Dreglings at least, whereas just a regular attack with no damage increase, that is to say, nothing like a counter-attack bonus, is a double hit, which isn't too bad. I'll be getting my second spike shield here. I hope I still managed to get hit by that. But yes, I will be getting my second spike shield here, which I may as well try to grab in this recording. I'm not going to go through the entirety of World 2, or rather 1-2, because that's going too far. But I could try to take on the Red Eye Knight. Now that would be pretty brazen of me, or brazen. I still don't know if I like to say brazen or brazen. I don't know if brazen's even an optional pronunciation. Brazen sounds very American, I don't know. Just the whole idea of pronouncing A as A is very American, but anyway. Ooh, what the fuck is happening here? Is my world tendency that poor? This guy can one-shot me. Without a doubt. Without even a shadow of a fucking doubt, this guy can one-shot me. I don't know why I'm even bothering to do this, really. Why do I subject myself to this shit? I suppose I can succeed in killing him. It's just really hard. That was dangerous. Why am I doing this? I can't believe I'm doing this to myself. I'm just trying to get him on that stun lock of sorts. Hey, broke his guard. That's not too bad. Don't you fucking heal. That's not acceptable at this stage. I can see you trying to heal and I'm just gonna beat you. Ugh. So we got 4,410 souls for that. I do wonder how a Black Phantom Blue Eye Knight would match up to a Red Eye Knight. Maybe they're equivalent. Maybe they're actually about the same attack and defense. There's another one. Fuck off. No, I'm not doing that. You gotta be kidding me. I'm not fighting 3 of you. That's too much. I've had my fun. There's no fucking way. Who do you think I am? Anyway. Moving on. We'll kill you with ease, because you are a regular Blue Eye Knight, not a Black Phantom one. We have actually made a few souls in this realm. It has not been an insignificant amount. You know what, I'm not rescuing you. If we don't talk to him, we technically haven't rescued him, because talking to him is required to actually start his quest chain. Oh, I'm getting fucked. think I need better than half moon in that situation. We've got some half moon, so we'll use that. Do we have any crescent left? No. That's okay. Maybe we'll get more here. Yes. There we go. We'll stop it. We'll use this one crescent, and we'll put away the firebomb, or the fire bombs, plural. Hope you're ready to get fucked, my friend. Yeah. It's hard, isn't it? It's hard being totally overpowered by someone who's just stronger than you. Yeah. Mustn't be fun. There we go. We are getting towards the end of this. We are about, say, 2/3 of the way through. There we go. And then we will continue up to the Blue-Eyed Knight, activate the trap, go across the bridge with Mr. Dragon Man, and then we'll be done with it. Well, we have to fight the boss first, obviously. Or kill the archer. Well, probably I'll just send him flying. Or is that a one-shot? Well, he'll die from the fall. Either way. There we go. That's 154 souls. So it goes from something like 22 souls to 154 from New Game to New Game Plus in this particular area, so that's pretty cool. Now don't be standing too close to that wall. You can be hit by the boulders through that wall, we'll call it, for argument's sake. Now some of these guys do survive, as you can see. It seems that in certain situations, more or less of them survive, which is very strange to me. It would indicate that there is a certain degree of randomization to the damage dealt by these boulders. Because it's definitely not random as far as how much health those enemies have, so yeah, I don't know how that works. I really don't. But I do notice that in New Game Plus, sometimes more of them or less of them, comparing to different runs, can be left alive. So it's a bit weird, but anyway. I'm almost one-shotting these guys. It's a shame that I'm not. Oh, hello. You're finally here. I've been waiting for you. Quite patiently, in fact. You're dead, thanks for dying. And let's head on over to the other side of the bridge and hopefully avoid getting hit. Oh, I'm about to get fucked. I'll die. I'll die. Whew. It's New Game Plus, and I just dropped 201,000 souls. You know what's really frustrating about that? This whole... okay, the last 10 minutes has been us getting to that point. The last 10 minutes. We now have to go that whole way again. That is the worst place to fucking die. The worst place. On that fucking bridge, because you're so close to unlocking the boss room. And I have to try and get my souls back there. So my only choice here, guys, is to run through. Because I'm not doing that again, just to die. A second time. It's always possible that you can die again, so I'm not going to risk wasting that much fucking time. So I'm heading straight back through. I'm running it. Which can be more risky, obviously, but with the Thief's Ring it might be fine. You never know. Fuck off, cunts. I suppose I'll kill the enemies that seem to be difficult to get past. Suppose that will be my course of action. Seems to be working rather well for now. Touch wood. Alright. Stop. Alright. And I'll kill you because you're right here. And basically crying for death. It's a good song by Morbid Saint, by the way. Don't hit me, please. Would really appreciate not being hit by you. I have 200,000 souls sitting in a bloodstain that I really need to get back. That's very important to me. Very important. I can't believe I fucked up that bridge scenario. Can't really believe it at all. This guy has no way to avoid our attacks. He's just got his sword, no shield, so he can just take the hits. Unfortunate for him. Fortunate for me. You can break that, that's fine. I like to kill these guys because I don't want them to pursue me. Oh, fuck off. Look how much damage they're doing. Oh god. It's definitely New Game Plus. Without a doubt. Well, if you compare the amount of damage that False King was doing to me in New Game, then you... Well, compare that to the amount of damage these Dreglings in 1-1 are doing to me, yeah. New Game Plus is a bit of a jump in difficulty. Little bit. Little bit. Anyway. I'll kill you because I don't want you following me. Most of the running is usually the part where I went through before. Because, quite frankly, I can live with doing this stuff again. Actually, let's get some grass from you. But I can live with doing this stuff again. This was towards the end of what we were doing before. So that's fine, but... As far as going through the beginning again, no. Not so interested in repeating that. At least not in the same way. Oh, this seems to be exactly the same as last time. No, it's not. So the Dreglings survived. And there's another guy over here. Well, he was alive at first, and now he's dead again. It's a terrible album by Merciful Fate. From 1997, I think. Or is it 96? Anyway, bad album. Managed to shield you there. No, you fucking don't. Stop hers. Stop. Are you dropping anything? No. Alright, so, moment of truth. We really need to we need to succeed here. I was going to say survive. I guess technically survive as well, yeah. But succeeding is important. Yes, this is a New Game Plus run here. Well, the run is New Game. And I'm currently at the beginning of New Game Plus. My soul level is 75. And those are my stats if you'd like to look at them. We'll probably have to pause for that. Alright, can we fucking avoid the dragon? Can we do it? Oh my god. We need to make sure we do this right. Please run at me, please run at me. We did it, we avoided the dragon. Thank god for that. Yeah, it's not too hard to avoid the dragon, there was a lot on the line. I didn't want to fuck that up again. It's ridiculous to fuck that up more than once. But yes, I'm currently in New Game Plus. And I'll be ending the recording once I finish World 1-1. And possibly get another spike shield. Maybe once I get that from World 1-2. We can do that. Oh, goodness me. But yes, I do have, I believe, 40 dexterity, 25 strength. Got a C scaling on dexterity, D scaling on strength. And my end damage is within the region of 240. Let's have a look. It is 258. Not too bad. So, a bit better than 240. That was really smooth. That was a roll, attack, and shield simultaneously. Because that is the nature of shield weapons. May as well use this Crescent Moon. I'm not really going to get much use out of it beyond this particular level, so may as well use it now. Ooh. Stop that. You can die, sir. I will take your Harmstone. even though I will get absolutely no use out of it. Well, I'm not going to randomly not pick it up because I don't know what it is until I've picked it up. So you never know, it might be something useful. Just chances are, it wouldn't be. Thank you very much. My weapon is broken. That means I'll have to return to the Nexus before I finish up here, unless I've got some Ed's Grindstone, which I think I must. Yeah, I do have Ed's Grindstone. Here we go. Excellent. Now what's that durability? I don't think that automatically brings it back up to full, although it has in this case. I don't know if it's a set durability increase or if it's automatically back to full. I can't remember now. But yeah, I do have Ed's Grindstones. Plenty of them because I never use them. Which is exactly why I never use them, is because sometimes you do actually really fucking need them. So it's good to have them when you need them. Which is precisely why you don't use them when you don't need them. That is the law of the land. 'Tis what I have ordained. As Doomlink, the guy who's been playing the game for a little while. Okay. Let's use some Half Moon. I could use some firebombs just to maybe speed this up a little bit. It's not going to speed it up immensely for the reason that it is New Game Plus. So firebombs aren't going to be doing an incredible amount of damage, but it'll be better than nothing. What do we got? Oh wow, that's pathetic. Look at that. That's actually a sad joke. Yeah, fuck that shit. Spike shield all the way, baby. That's actually better. Attacking those shields head on with the spike shield is more effective than throwing a firebomb in there, so get out of there, please. I will use Late Moon at this point. I would like to stock up on Late Moon, to be honest, but I also at this time would prefer not to waste my Full Moon. I'm about 99% sure that we cannot apply Turpentine to a shield. 99% sure. But I could try anyway. Are you kidding me? Well, that's alright. At least I've got quick access to the boss. That happened very quickly. It shows that in New Game Plus, those spear thrusts are actually very strong. Because I died almost immediately. That came out of nowhere. Alright. So, I could try to apply Turpentine to this weapon, but I'm assuming it will not work because it really depends on the extent to which a shield is treated as a weapon. No, cannot be applied. I was going to say, that would be pretty ridiculous if we could do that. But we can't, so just as well. Now I don't have to question the sanity of the developers of the game. Well, I say that, but it would be pretty fun to have a flaming shield, would it not? Let's be honest. Well, our priority here is getting our soul back, because that's like, what, 220,000 souls? I'm in the way of the soul counter, so you guys can't confirm that, but from my memory, yeah, it's like 217,000 souls, so let's get that shit. I do not need to lose those. Let's confirm the amount. What have we got? 215,000. Pretty close to being correct. I've got a lot of these small slimes to fucking kill here, in case you hadn't noticed. Oh, fucking hell. Well, usually it is that way. Nelson. Nelson. Interesting name. Because usually it's Nelson. And that is indeed a name. Whereas Nelson, with an M, is a bit less of a name. Well, not less of a name, just a less conventional one, we'll say. Alright. So at this stage, with this number of small enemies around, the main monster, or the main boss, is being healed quite consistently, so... Alright. Now, I don't know if it's the same as the Leechmonger in that there's a specific stage where the smaller enemies, the minions, will heal the main boss. We need to be careful and ensure that that can't happen. So, well, the being careful part is making sure that we don't die in the process of killing the smaller enemies, and then the ensuring it doesn't happen part is killing the smaller enemies to make it more clear. Okay, healing time. Okay, we've got one late moon left. We'll just have to take it nice and slow with these guys, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because I would much rather do it nice and quickly, but if that's not an option available to us, then whatever. We'll just have to take it slow. Of course, the boss is almost entirely, in fact it is entirely, unable to do anything to you when you kill the small enemies, so. There we go. It's a little bit dangerous here because I think I have spears pointing in my direction. In fact, not many of them, so. Yeah, not so much of an issue. I may as well manually kill you guys so that I can ensure that I take no damage while killing the main boss. He cannot spawn more of them. That is not within his capabilities. You can die. Thank you very much. And now you can just actually die, because you can't do anything. Which is hilarious. It's weird, there are certain points where you can't really hit him with this weapon. You poor thing. He just has to accept death at this point. You giant blob of a boss. See, we missed that second attack. I'm trying to aim my attack down. There we go. That right there is a dead phalanx. Let's go and pick up these items. Just in case there's anything interesting. My guess is not. I don't think it's possible to get a large shard from any of these. I think it's only possible to get regular shards. Could always be wrong. I do not know all. Alright. We will be able to level up a whole lot. Once we return to this Nexus and speak to the Monumental. Ugh. Deary me. Okay. So we will head up to the Monumental, speak to her, skipping all of her cutscenes as usual. And then level up through the Maiden in Black. In fact, I may as well check to see how many souls we're fucking getting now. Because I'm eager to see what we will have. Do not need the lead demon soul for anything. It's not many souls at this point, but it's better than nothing. Now we're getting the big souls. Here we go. So. Oh my god, that is so close. So we are at 496,291 souls. So close to 500,000. Not quite there. But that is impressive.
Now
I will accept the mission.
yeah.
I don't even know what happens if you say no. I suppose you're given another option to say yes. That is to say, if you say no, the conversation will end, and then if you talk to her again, she will ask you again if you want to accept the mission, and then you of course have to say yes, because that's literally a requirement of the game, as I'm aware. Which makes me wonder why they give you a yes or no. But anyway. Well, I would say that hit registering is pretty clear. Like, for the most part, you don't miss attacks here. It's only against weird bosses like that where they've got blobby bodies.
Rest assured.
Alright. Can you just fucking stop? Yes, I seek soul power. Of course I do. Why else would I talk to you? Really? Alright, let's take you to 35. And I'll take, well, I'm tempted to get you to 40 and then cap you at 40. Let's do that. It's expensive, but hey.
So the world might be mended.
Alright, that's looking good. Well, now let's go and get ourselves a spike shield, shall we? And then we'll end it. That will indeed be it for this recording, and then, much later on in the future, I will return to the New Game Plus run of the spiked shield build. Whenever that may happen. Probably in 2022. Would be my honest guess. Because I've got many other builds to do, and I will be spending more time in the Dark Souls livestream playthrough, once that is rebooted. And yeah. Or not livestream playthrough, livestream series. And yeah. That's how that will happen. I'd say the entirety of next year will not be viable in terms of doing this build, which is a weird way to phrase that, ignore me. So, I can't remember if it's on the second bridge or the first. I think it's on the second bridge where the spike shield appears. I'm going to just run because I'm crazy, I guess. Actually, no. The first time you appear, you can get... Oh, I was totally wrong. So, even on the first attempt... Okay, my memory was that the first time you appeared on this bridge, it would take the dragon longer to come. And I have definitely seen that. I swear that usually the first time I arrive at that bridge, the dragon's taking fucking ages to come. No. Not this time. Immediately fucking arrives just to kill me. Piece of shit. Usually I die on the way back. Do I have a fucking... Going back is hard. Yeah, I do not have a Shard of Archstone. Do I really not? Yeah, I don't. I didn't think I did. Oh. So this time we will wait. I'm willing to wait. I usually do wait. Okay. So again, should be the next bridge where the spiked shield appears, although I don't know exactly which fucking corpse drops it, which is a problem because I can be one-shot by... You know, I shouldn't have had a... That's a really good point. I should not have actually consumed a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes, because I will probably have to die to get back. That's almost like not even an option at this point. Oh, I can get back. Let's do it. Go, 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 go! You can make it, Doomley. You made it. Nice work. You got yourself a second spike shield. Now this one is purely for decoration. That's it. Like, it's not intended to be used as a weapon. It's just because I want all of the spike shield, just everything. Just look at this. And it's actually less functional to go one-handed with each. You do less damage here with the it's so pathetic. Look at the second one. He actually aims it so far down. It's so miserable. But yeah, it's better to just one-handed and then shield and attack. Because you're doing more damage here, and also you're not swapping to a different hand to shield, so it's actually faster than doing this and then this. Anyway. I'm keeping it on my back because I like the look of it. Not necessarily the look of my character, but the look of having two spike shields equipped. Just to fully invest in the spiked shield thing, I guess. Alright. So with that, I will call it a recording. I do thank you all for watching. It may change, but my feeling is that the next build will be a quality build. And then after that, God knows what. Probably the build where I use all those weird weapons like the penetrating sword, the dozer axe, and all of that. So, yeah, do look forward to that. If you would like to stick around for the Demon Souls livestream series. That is it for now. We have been live for 2 hours and 50 minutes. That's almost a 3-hour long recording. Surprisingly, that was longer than I was expecting. I guess it took me longer to go through World 1-1 than I first thought, because I actually died once there, which was really annoying, but whatever. Actually died twice, technically once during the boss fight, which was also quite frustrating, but we got through it. Wasn't too much of an issue. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for joining, Nelson. And I will see you all in the next recording, whether it be Demon Souls or anything else you would like to watch of mine. Catch you later.